Hello. Today I'm going to go over this worksheet, Isaac Newton, and the second law of motion. We're going to do a little math practice. It talks about Isaac Newton and the second law of motion here, and it gives the formula. This is a very famous physics formula. Force equals mass times acceleration. And it tells you what kind of a force would be applied if something like a car is moving and speeding along a road. As it accelerates, what kind of force are we talking about behind that car? We also have the formula here, and then I have extended out that formula to include the units. Force has newtons, mass has kilograms, acceleration is meters per second, or meters per second squared. We want to include the units in all of our calculations. Now, these are very simple calculations. It should be very easy to get through these. It's basic algebra. So let's look at this first one. We're going to do this together. What is the force if the mass is 20 kilograms and the acceleration is 5 meters per second squared? So I'm just going to write these first ones in. Mass I know is 20 kilograms. Acceleration I know is 5 meters per second. And so I just have to figure out the force. Well, the formula is F equals ma. So all I have to do is put in my mass, which is 20, multiply that by the acceleration, which is 5. That is going to equal, get your calculator out, 20 times 5 equals 100. So I know that my force is 100, but don't forget the units. 100 newtons. Let's do some more because I'm going to switch it around a little bit. So now I'm going to go up here to number 6. And let's look at that one. What is the mass? So I'm looking for something different this time. What is the mass if the force is 18 newtons and the acceleration is 3 meters per second? So again, I'm just going to write some of this stuff in. 18 newtons, I know the force. My acceleration is 3 meters per second, so I have to find the mass. Well, if I take the formula F equals ma and I just move it around, okay? I'm going to move it around so that my mass is on one side. What I get is mass equals force divided by acceleration. And now I can input the stuff that I know. So force is 18 divided by acceleration, which is 3, equals, what do we get? 18 divided by 3 is 6. Very easy, 6. And I am not quite done though. I have my mass of 6, but I gotta include my units. Kilograms. All right, one more. We're gonna do one more together. We're gonna do 11. So what is the acceleration if the force is 8 newtons and the mass is 16 kilograms? So my force is 8 newtons, my mass is 16 kilograms. But again, I want to rearrange the equation. F equals ma. I'm going to rearrange that so that we have the mass. I'm sorry, the acceleration. Yes. Ooh, I messed up. 16 kilograms. This is the one that we're looking for. No big deal. That's why you use pencil on this stuff. So I'm looking for my acceleration. Rearranging that, I get acceleration equals force over mass. And I have these two, so I just put in the calculation. 8 divided by 16 equals, what happens if you take 8 divided by 16? You get 0.5. So 0.5. My acceleration, I'm going to put 0.5, put the units in, meters per second. And they should all be just that easy. So go ahead and finish the rest of the worksheet. Let me know if you have problems.